And we're back.
Back at it.
Back at it. Okay, not only are we back, but the presidential fitness test is back.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun. Okay, so today Ryan, Taylor, Gio, and I talk about what it was, why it went away, and what it means now. Very briefly, it started in the 1950s after a study showed that U.S. kids were not as fit as kids in Europe. President Eisenhower set up the President's Council on Youth Fitness. By 1966, under LBJ, we had the official test. So if you grew up in the U.S., you probably remember at least some of it: a mile run, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, shuttle runs, and the sit and reach for flexibility. So would you like to describe the test? Do you know it?
I only did it once, so it was like once in 6th grade. I don't remember if it's like for time or... Well, I know the miles for time.
Yeah.
But
So Gio never did it. You were in 6th grade.
yeah.
I probably did it, but I don't remember because I was a delinquent. The one who remembers is the
Every single year.
superstar. Do you remember what it was? Can you describe
so
it?
exciting. It was like my highlight of the year.
Super
every
Bowl.
year.
Okay, so when did it happen? Was it like in the fall or at the end of school
you
year?
know, I don't even remember that, but I know that every year I had it. Every year we had it. You had the if you did all right, you get the national physical fitness little certificate thing that was signed by I think the vice president, and then the presidential. If you do real well, you get that one, and that was signed by the president. But I always assumed it was the president signing it. No, it was.
So you did it every year of high school, middle school. What'd you do? When did you do it? Like, do you remember doing it
I did it I remember it was like every year,
in middle school?
middle school and high school.
And you went to Pal Park?
Primus.
No, but in middle school also Primus?
Middle school was Primus.
Oh, okay.
Eastbrook Middle School.
Eastbrook.
East Side.
Okay, so can you describe, was there like the environment, the culture surrounding it? Was there a lot of build-up? Was there preparation?
No build up, just like three of us would be like super excited.
Only the athletic kids?
Yeah.
We'd be like, it was it. That was our time. That was our moment to shine.
What about, did you pay attention to what the vibe was like among the other students? Were they dreading it? Were they like
yeah, some
uninterested?
kids, yeah. Some kids definitely hated to be there. But back then, you didn't have an option. You know, nowadays you get a little note and this and that. Back in the dinosaur years,
Yeah, when was this?
How old are you?
19. That was before 90s, so
Yeah.
probably in the 80s, late 80s, in the early 90s. It was like, you just do it. Like gym class wasn't what gym class is of today. I heard what the kids do today, and I'm like, what?
They play cups. At least
heck?
Noah did cups.
You just
Cups?
walk around
Yeah.
the track?
But
crazy.
that was when he
You
was
sit
in
on the
public
grass
school.
and hang
Yeah.
out? And I'm like, that's gym class now?
You also get the option whether you want to like participate in the class or not.
Yep.
At least when I was in school.
Really?
You get the option. You're like, I don't want to go to gym today, and that's fine.
And
So
it
what
wasn't
did you
every day.
You just don't do gym. You'll do like you'll go to like a separate classroom and do something
Like a
else.
study hall?
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I always did gym.
But did you guys have gym every day? I had gym every day.
No, we didn't have that.
No,
it's 2 times a
nowadays it's 2 times a week. But you
Wow.
have recess for maybe like 20 minutes?
week. Yeah, 20 maximum.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah. So then, okay, it was replaced in 2012 by the by the FitnessGram, and the shift was to make it less about competing with your classmates and more about personal health goals. Scores became private between you, your teacher, and your parents. Gio, can you confirm this?
Confirmed.
Scores were private with the FitnessGram.
Yes.
And no more public mile times or pull-up counts for the whole class to see. So fast forward to this year, we're seeing a comeback. But let's briefly talk about the privacy and scoring, the pros and cons. Does competition help or hurt? Is comparison really the thief of joy? So how do you guys feel about your scores being private? How did you feel about your scores being public? And then
Was it mandatory still?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, all of us did it, so I don't know because I was too young to like know if it was mandatory or not.
Yeah.
We just all did it just because we were in the class. But I personally would like it to be public because I had that was like same with you, Taylor. That was my moment to shine, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, to play devil's advocate, I think, maybe students that aren't as competitive and maybe like a little bit embarrassed of like their fitness level, probably don't want that stuff public. Maybe they could get made fun of or like ridiculed for it. But I'm all for competition. I think you should know where you stack up with the rest of your class, and if you're someone who's motivated and wants to actually get healthy, which is what the program's designed to be, then they have this like systems in place and resources to try and get you healthier and kind of get you more involved in health and wellness.
I felt like I knew who my competition was. So I wasn't even concerned about
You and the two other kids.
That's it.
I was like, what? I don't care what you
So like in not just in PE, but like in other forms of education in other countries, I remember seeing that like grades are public, like where you stack among your classmates.
Really?
Yeah, like your tests, everything is there, and they
Asia-
do
Asia's
that.
big on that,
Asia,
yeah.
Russia, they do that so that it's motivating, right? So I don't know where I stand on that. I mean, kids ask each other anyway what they got on a test,
Yeah.
right? So I
I
don't
think
know.
I don't know about grades, but I think the fitness test should be public. Like I think that whole shift to like private, like if you do bad, like it's okay. I think that was like very like in that era, like very soft mentality, where it's like you get a participation trophy even though your team came in last place in like the club baseball tournament. Like no, if you stink, you stink. You want to get better at it, you get better at it, and if you earn the trophy or prize or whatever, then you got it by earning it, not by just getting a handout for it.
I threw away all my participation trophies.
There you go.
I was like, this is nonsense.
Guess what? I never
When I was a
got
kid.
one.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of that generation that had participation stuff.
Yeah.
It was like you just don't get anything.
I mean, my girls got participation ribbons for swim meets,
I think
they
it's cute for the little ones.
But they
whatever.
also got, they placed in some things in some of their events. But Eric was like, we don't do participation ribbons. Throw them away. But then I was proud of them because they would not even put themselves in a competitive setting.
Yeah.
So the fact that they participated to me was a big deal.
I think it's good to have that like extra little maybe like incentive or motivation when they're at a younger age. But I feel like once you get to like middle school, high school, definitely when they have like a little bit more competitive, people are a little more serious about their sports. Get rid of the participation stuff.
Yeah, like the little munchkins, give them out.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's cute. But once you're in like high school, I feel like now you're like you're good.
I don't know. Even when I was a kid and they gave me the participation trophy, I was like, I just threw it. Like I didn't even want it. I was pissed to see it. Like it wasn't satisfactory.
What is this?
So President Trump signed an executive order to bring the test back. The main reason are kids today are less active than ever. Obesity rates keep climbing. So one of the stats I read that 1 in 5 U.S. kids and adolescents have obesity, have or are obese. And it's framed as a way to reintroduce a national fitness benchmark to revive a tradition. What are your thoughts on having benchmarks, standardization, things like that?
Standardization, but what does that mean? Like, if you don't get it, what happens? You flunk out of phys ed, you flunk out, or is it more just like, oh, those are the standards of what research says that this is what we should have the kids be at, right? And then you're just trying to aim for it, set goals. That's fine, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna fly if you just put like, if you don't get those numbers, then you're.
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
Yeah.
consequences
Yeah, yeah.
necessarily, but I wonder if they're going to put some sort of program in place where, like, hey, if you're in this range here, like, you have to do like extra PE classes or something like that, where it's actually going to help improve their fitness, rather than just be like, okay, you were in the bottom 20 percentile this year. Hopefully, you do better next year. Like, there's just
Right.
if there's no follow up, then the kids aren't going to be motivated to get any better, and their scores really aren't going to change.
Right. It's
I
just
wonder-
kind of where you stack, and then if you just leave it at that, then where's the progress?
Yeah, and at that point, you're just going back to that whole like, your scores are public, you're the slow kid in class, or you can't do any push-ups or whatever, and then they might get ridiculed for it. But you got to have some follow-up to have them at least have a chance to succeed if they want to.
Yeah, like in the gym, when I was first introduced to benchmark tests, like in CrossFit, benchmark tests, or baseline tests here at Maven, you retest it
Right.
so that you can see your progress. But in between that time, there's a program in place to get you to improve. So hopefully PE classes will do that.
I wonder what just to push back that the parents, some of the parents who are, I'm thinking about all the millennials and Gen Zs even soon enough will be parents. Like, I wonder if this is going to even last.
I mean, I'm a parent of three, one who's going to be in high school and then two elementary aged kids. And when I saw it, I was super excited. I might not be your typical parent, but then I told Noah and I was like, yes, look at the standards. And he has one pull-up. I mean, there we go. One is good. I said, one is good. That's all you need, right? To build. But for his age, I told him and his friend, they're both going to be freshmen in high school. I'm like, for your age, you should be doing at least 7. And you
7.
should, I mean, at least that's the 13 to 14-year-old standardized boys standards, at least to be in top 85th percentile, according to that chart that I sent you guys. And then your mile time has to be sub 7.
No way. I'm
What? For 13 years old?
Yeah, I think so. So I think we should take it. We should take it.
No
train
lunch for
it.
you. You're running.
Yeah, you're running on your lunch break.
No, so then their reaction was like, no, because I kept telling them, you guys really need to get your pull-ups, pull-ups, your push-ups, all that stuff.
Yeah, I think those standards might need to be adjusted.
You think that's a little too intense?
Especially
Not too intense,
now.
but like how would the state of kids like
Yeah, right now.
fitness
So
levels?
it's more
like,
Yeah, that
reasonable.
makes sense.
yeah. Well, you said that was
And
top
more achievable.
85%, right?
Yeah, that was top
Oh, that's
85.
fine
Yeah, yeah.
What's like the average? Yeah, what's like 50%?
I didn't even look at that one, but they do have that top 50%
Let's pull it
standardized
up.
chart.
I don't know that percent, you know what I mean?
I live in the top 1. So, I really do think that some kids just have it,
What do you mean?
Like, I
Oh.
feel like genetically, I see it now. Like, I see some kids, their body weight to strength ratio is just so good without even trying, But I think I have a heart for the awkward kids, the kids who are kind of like, bookworms, and I want to see them improve. I want to see them get excited about their personal fitness and health.
I feel like
Books, no. I'm good.
books, no.
My kids are all bookworms.
But I think that's what the whole point of this program is, right? To kind
Yeah.
of take a little bit of pride, a little ownership in like your health and fitness so that it continues into adolescence and adulthood.
I think that's the key word, ownership of your own health. I think that has to start at a young age. I think that's why they're doing this. But
I think the privacy thing was what they wanted. They wanted you to take ownership and to be private about it, your personal health goals, versus I know it doesn't sound
That's what
like.
they said?
I mean, that's what I read.
it's not motivating enough.
It's not
Keep
as
it a secret.
motivating as.
What do you think? You want to get into the comparison thing?
I feel like I do use comparison with my kids.
Like, what parent doesn't
I'm
do
such
that?
a tiger parent.
I feel like every parent really
I
does that
don't know.
without even knowing it.
I
Right?
don't
I mean,
know.
you look at
But I
any
try
sports
to-
team, like you have your
yeah.
roster, you have your first team, your second team, your
Yeah.
third team. Everybody knows where they stack up.
Yeah.
Batting
And
order.
It's more
Yeah.
like I use it to say this is what you can aspire to. It's not I think what I care about is your effort that you put into it, not necessarily that you actually do a sub 6-minute mile or whatever.
This is like childhood development
Yeah.
topic because
Yeah.
it's like you reward earlier on for stuff that they might have not completed or done successfully, or do you just like not get them ready for reality of life? Because at some point you're really not going to be rewarded for subpar work, right? Or production, and so I think
You gotta find that middle ground.
yeah, like I think you almost have to, there's a certain age where you don't want to, give them the real picture of the world. But I think at some point you also have to get them ready for the realities of actual life, which is you are going to be compared.
Yeah.
You are going to be ranked. You are going to be, rewarded based on performance. And
I
so-
think you see that a lot with like the generation that's like kind of coming into the workforce where they kind of just like were coddled a little bit in school and by the parents, and they just kind of think that like everything's supposed to be rainbows and butterflies,
Yeah.
but they get to the real world and it's like
It's
smacks them in
performance.
the face.
They expect $250,000 salary right out of school.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why growth mindset is important. Like like at least when I coach the kids or when I parent, I just try to make sure that it does matter what they're like. It does, like, I do care about their grades, but I also, when I coach them through it, I care that, you know, that they're focusing on things that they can control. You know, like you can work on your focus, your concentration, the work that you put into it. Your grade doesn't necessarily, it's not your identity, but it's just a reflection of that work, you know? So I think, yeah, like I think for the kids who may not be naturally athletic, you know, don't have their pull-ups at birth, their pull-ups or their push-ups, like to just help them have that growth mindset. You can improve and you can be better. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that also comes down to like the support system, right? Like if you don't have parents that are very like supportive of that or like nurturing, like encouraging, like, but they're not really going to be able to grab that from anywhere unless they have, you know, like a very good system set up outside the home or the very strong drive and will and motivation to improve on that.
Yeah. I think that speaks to the culture of supporting this program or any fitness program. It has to be like a community.
Yeah.
Because 1 to 2 times a week in PE class is not going to get you to meet at least the standards that that the presidential fitness test you know, had before.
Did you go to any schooling in
Jersey?
overseas?
Overseas, no.
Oh, okay. So,
No.
yeah. So I did. I grew up, and when I was like 5 years, I distinctly remember first grade. I think it was kindergarten or first grade, where every morning we'd line up like perfect grid, and then I remember dirt field, and they would like very early in the morning, and we would exercise out there before we go into class every
First
morning.
grade?
Yeah.
I was tiny,
Wow.
and I remember racing kids in the dirt. Like they had formal gym class, physics class, and I remember they had actual races where I remember getting little like medals and little like colored like belts or something that you wear, and you're like teams. You have teams and you're racing.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and I just, you know, think about that, right? Imagine doing early morning exercise in America with American kids, line up on a dirt field somewhere, and you know, have them symmetrically all lined up, and you know, and it was like we all did it willingly. There aren't, you know, teachers like hitting kids or anything like. Oh, I think I did get hit.
Why
but-
wouldn't you want to do that? Right? Like why
Yeah.
which kid wouldn't want to do that? They want
Yeah.
recess all day.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't really. It was like you're exercising
still-
before you start class because they're
Yeah.
trying to wake us up, and then I guess it helps increase focus or whatever. But I remember like doing that, and then just so different culturally, and just what's pushed and what's accepted as normal. It's so different from, you know, it could be so different from country to country. I remember like gym class here. I remember they had these felt like fabric jump ropes. They were really light, with like plastic handles, they were cheap. And I remember like picking them up when I was like second grade, and then, you know, all the kids were like messing around,
Who's like
and
this?
I'm like, what is this?
Double
You know, like, you couldn't even jump rope with me. And I remember, you know, I knew how to jump rope already, and so I was like, I can't jump, I can't use this. You know, it was like, you know, but you know, I think it's just so different from other cultures. I think. Yeah. So.
Speaking of which, I pulled up some things on different cultures.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah, only
Ooh.
because one of our good friends there from the Netherlands, and they would, her sons grew up with Noah, and she would talk about the PE culture, right, in the U.S., in the Netherlands, and she said that there they have like a gymnastics setup. It's almost like a gymnasium where they have rings, ropes, tumbling, balance, that kind of equipment. And if you see on Google, you could see that these kids are just doing rope climbs. They're doing like
That's wild.
calisthenics, all that stuff, right,
Yeah.
at a very young age. But also, their culture is very active transportation, so they're cycling everywhere, right? So like my kids get driven everywhere. They can't really walk anywhere. So I think that also supports, you know, just a healthy lifestyle. And then I showed this to you on Instagram, but in Japan, they have a licensed nutritionist teach kids on how to eat healthy whole foods. You know, and Japan has like the lowest obesity rates
Yeah.
globally, like longest lifespan. And a lot of it has to do with educating and then feeding their kids whole foods, not processed foods. So like for me, I just think part of it is the active transportation, the biking, that culture, the teaching about like good foods, not processed foods. Erin was saying that some of her classmates have like fluff and Nutella sandwiches for lunch. And I was like, what?
Nice little sugar high and then crash right up
I don't know if
the
that was a
Why
whoa,
would
like
you
that was
do
disgusting, or whoa, that sounds
I mean,
delicious.
it's like a s'more for lunch,
Yeah.
which is no judgment. If it, no, I'm sure no one's
No,
watching this.
All judgment. All judgment.
Yeah, but it's just like, what are we doing?
that's-
You know,
It's bad.
That's crazy.
Straight up, that's bad.
That's bad.
right? I mean, it's bad for the teacher. It's bad. It's like
For the kid.
Yeah, bad for the kid. But yeah, just I think culturally,
Just marshmallows. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Okay,
more
inside the
than
marshmallow.
just the presidential fitness test. It's more than that. It's like a cultural issue.
Yeah.
I mean,
So solve it, guys.
I have a little stat here that you brought up the stat already about the obesity rates in today's day, which was 1 in every 5 children are diagnosed as obese. And in 1966, it was only 4.2% of all children and adolescents that were diagnosed as obese. So it went from 4% of children to 20% of children in a matter of 50 years, 50, 60 years. So my question is, what happened in that time in between? Like, why did it go from this to this? Like such a big, difference in obesity rates.
So
More
many
processed
things.
foods.
Food, yeah.
So many
Fast
things.
food, processed foods.
Sedentary lifestyle,
Yeah.
screen time. Yeah, so the more screen time you have, it's definitely correlated with the less active you are in general. I made my kids bike before.
Before they're able to get on their
They got
screens.
onto Minecraft. I'm like, I have a podcast to do. Go bike. Yeah.
So no more video games.
No, I mean, I feel like it's also how he socializes with his friends too.
Yeah.
You know, because they're playing together. So we just have to be more mindful. I think, like for me, I just have to be more mindful about how much activity they get, and I can't be a lazy parent because I have to do it almost with them.
Right.
Back in the day, I was just outside by myself. You know, nowadays it's not like that.
Yeah,
really.
back in my day, if I want to talk to my friends, I had to go bike over there.
Yeah. Noah did bike to meet a friend recently. I thought that was cute.
I feel like with like modern today, like parenting, I think the parents, I think it correlates. Like if you have active parents, then the kids end up being active. It's just it goes hand in hand, really. And so
That's true.
I think that's what's going on. I think overall, forget kids, the entire population has become less active, and so I think the kids are, just a result of that. And so
Yeah,
that's
take
happening.
your family. You're doing 6 mile rucks with Soph, right? All of your family is active.
Yeah, because they literally grew up on fields and may even like every day. I mean, they were forced to come because I was working all the time. But like on Saturdays, every Saturday, I remember from the age of like 4 to about 8, 9. They spent almost every Saturday at Overpeck or like some field where we drag them out 7:30 in the morning on Saturdays, and they just be like either mimicking the parents or just running around and walking around the field or track. So they always spent that Saturday at least, outside. So and they've been exposed to exercise, and I think that's why they are, maybe a little more active than the average.
Not a little
teenager.
bit. I would say a lot. I mean, they're doing a high rocks race together, right?
They are. They're going to Boston together. But, yeah, I think it's important. I think the parents have to kind of like, no matter what. I mean, the kids they ultimately look up to the parents, right?
Right.
And so when they see that, I think it's just subconsciously, consciously, unconsciously, whatever, they just take it in. They take it on. Overall.
So the message is, if you want your kids to be active, you get active first. That's the message I would say, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. They definitely reflect the parents' values.
Yeah.
So, I think one day we should try the presidential.
No, we should. We should do it. We should do it, the
It's
presidential
basically
fitness
just like
test.
baseline.
I
It
think
is.
it's
Shuttle
not
run.
as
V-reach.
hard as
Yeah.
baseline.
Not gonna get very
I
good on
think
that.
the Maven
Shuttle
baseline
run,
is
we
way
might risk
harder.
like Achilles and knees
that-
and.
You're popping something on that.
Oh, shuttle run! I used to
Shuttle run?
kill on the shuttle.
Let's
I'm
do it.
pretty much gonna pull every muscle of my legs doing it.
I mean, I think it could be a fun family event, right? Like the
Yeah,
presidential
I'm upset I only
fitness.
did it
Should
once.
we do that? Should we do a Maven Presidential Fitness Day?
And we'll give out
All
T-shirts.
families, participation to under 10.
No participation
No, under
awards.
10. 10, we could. The little munchkins got to get some.
They'll get the participation award,
Everybody else
but
forget.
the parents
Everybody gets shamed.
they get color-coded shirts
We're gonna post your scores on
or
Instagram.
different
Blast it all
percentiles
over.
hit. Yeah, I think we should do that. We should definitely do the presidential fitness test
That sounds
together.
fun.
So I think
Good little
one last item we wanted to talk about was if we were to design a presidential fitness test, what would you include? I was thinking about this. What about burpees?
For sure.
Yeah.
Burpees are
why not?
such
Exercise.
are like such
it's a great
this
exercise.
generation.
Yeah.
Like I feel like why wouldn't they include burpees, right? Like a 1 minute like
I don't think
burpee
they're going
max
to
or
repeat the
3
same
minute.
test from
You
what
don't-
they used to do. I
you
think it's
think
going
it's
to
gonna
be
be
changed.
different?
I think it's
I
definitely
think they'll
gonna
have
change.
they'll have most of the same.
You think?
Like it's still gonna be mile run, still gonna be push-ups, still gonna be pull-ups.
You think V-reach and shuttle run?
Maybe not V-reach. I don't
feel
ever
like
understood how that like. Okay, V-reach, you're just not flexible, but if you score well in all the other ones, it's like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever do this one?
That's not. That's
Yeah,
not
that's
part of the
it.
test.
That's not
Oh,
part
we
of
did
it.
Oh,
that
you did.
in middle school.
You
Oh,
did the.
that's-
Taylor
That's the
would fail it.
FitnessGram.
Yeah.
Taylor would fail it.
Yeah, unless they added
He
that.
has no shoulder mobility.
Well, when I was younger, I did.
Wait,
Now,
that's it?
this is it.
He
Oh,
needs
he's
to
like a
hold.
good 2 feet of space.
I think they'll add the
I'm not
rope
much
climb.
better.
What about you? What would you put on the test?
I would put the
do
rope climb.
rope climb. That's so much fun.
That's liability.
See,
They won't
that,
do it.
That's
There's
what.
no
Bunch of
way
mats
they
under.
They won't do it. Never.
I mean, I think that's the problem with PE
That's like 80
classes,
lawsuits.
the
Yeah.
liability and the lawsuits. I feel
They
like
used to have rope climb in PE class.
yeah,
yeah,
back in
like
the
I
day.
feel like if PE teachers weren't afraid of getting sued, they might do more like challenging things, right?
It's true.
So rope climb, burpees.
Squats. Are there
Oh,
squats in there?
squats are good. No, there are no
I'm just
squats in
thinking of-
there.
I'm just thinking baseline. Like what else do we do?
Squats are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. I didn't see that. What about you?
40-yard dash.
Say bear crawling.
Bear crawl.
Bear crawling
Like
until
distance?
failure or distance.
Be distance.
Or how fast you can do it.
Bear crawl around the track. No.
So I
1
would.
minute bear crawl.
I don't know why, but I feel like I would want to give something to the strong but not fast kids. Strong but not fast.
True, 'cause
like
there's a lot of
sled
those.
push or something.
Not a
Something.
bad idea.
Too much equipment.
Too much
That is a lot
equipment.
of equipment.
Was something for them though,
Just like lift a boulder.
like not.
Like strongman. You know, just
Yeah, maybe like an
like
Atlas
like one of
stone.
those sandbags
Atlas
or
stone
something. You
kind
just
of.
lift something.
That would be dangerous.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous. That'd be more dangerous than the rope
Or
climb.
maybe like that, like a sand, or maybe a sandbag carry, for like.
Oh,
right?
farmer's carry,
Like,
sandbag
Or
carry.
sandbag,
farmers.
Like or a
Farmers do
carry,
that.
right? Something
Yeah.
like a yeah.
Like
I-
do it like as a percentage of your body weight.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, something
that's
like that.
good.
Standardize it.
Little
I
fireman's
hope-
carry.
I hope that somebody has
Or
to be watching
piggyback
this.
ride.
More liability.
Yeah. All right. Is
Not
there?
sandbag carry and farmer's carry.
Right.
That'll be good.
Or how about like army crawl? I don't know. It's basically boot camp at this point. All right. Is there anything else we wanted to add?
I'm just really upset I only did it one time.
You missed
We're gonna
out,
do it
man.
again.
You would've
Well,
We're-
one time as a kid.
As a kid.
Yeah, I did it one time when we first moved back to the States, and then never did it again. Middle school didn't do it, high school didn't do it.
I wonder why. Because it was still implemented at that time.
Yeah, because I didn't graduate high school till '09, so
Oh.
middle school just didn't do it. Like we had tennis, but they never had it for like the school or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we moved to Arizona, never even heard of it. They just don't. They
It's
just don't
just
care.
wiped out off the face of the earth.
What PE test? You never knew.
I remember
I never
one
did the
year,
beeper test either.
I did so hard. I give it so much effort, that I was nauseous and sick for the rest of the day at school. I had to go to the nurse's office.
Wait, which test?
After the mile
Did
run,
you
I thought I
apply
was gonna die.
this determination to any other subject?
No, I didn't know what National Honor Society was. No, I did okay in school, but I mean, gym, that was like, I look forward to that every day. Every day.
They should have it every
They
day.
should.
And now I'm trying to think if I had it every day. I think it was only like 2 or 3 times a week. Because I did
Yeah.
regular PE, then I did weightlifting,
That's cool that
and
you
then I
had weightlifting.
did advanced sports.
I'm pretty sure I had it every day, but it was like my first period class, and I was always late. So
I was like the worst gym classmate. Because I just get upset. Like if
Oh,
you're
you were that
volleyball
kid.
and the kid doesn't know it, like I just want to
you're ruining it for everyone.
Kickball, I was like,
you're
"What?
ruining
What?
it for
You
the
can't catch that?"
awkward kid.
So you were a bully back in the day?
not a bully. I was just I just get
Just
frustrated.
overly
Yeah.
competitive.
He was,
I would-
In PE.
No, I wasn't a bully. I would beat up the bullies. I'd be a bully to the bullies. Yeah.
yeah.
Vigilante.
I wouldn't
Alright.
pick on kids.
I did I think I've talked about this before on another episode, but I did like how my middle school in Texas did. You had to either be on a sports team, or you had to be in PE.
That's
That was a
good.
requirement.
Yeah, not just like study hall and opt
Yeah,
out.
because my senior year I didn't have to do PE. It was only required, I think, 2 or 3 years.
Maybe they were doing the presidential fitness test while you were being an athlete. Maybe.
I wonder if I still have those. Oh, that would have been cool if I brought it in. Like, I don't know if it's in storage somewhere, like the certificate. It
No, I
was
threw
cool
mine out.
certificate.
I got the blue participant
shirt? Did you get the presidential fitness certificate?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got it. You performed well.
No,
The 1
no.
year?
They just gave it to everybody. They gave it to like different tiers.
What?
So you get you get a certain color shirt, or this is when I did it. You get a certain color shirt, and then your certificate said like what rank you were.
They had 2 categories. You get the kind of like the participation one, and then the presidential one was a different certificate.
Oh no, they had 3 tiers. It was like the presidential one I think was gold or white, and then I think the middle one was red, and then the
Yeah.
slow kids were blue.
I wish I was able to compete in that.
Wait, you didn't get shirts?
We're gonna do it here. We're gonna do it here.
But when you're younger, were you very good at push-ups and pull-ups and all that?
I'll beat everyone in my class because we were all
nice.
like, "What did you get? What did you get?"
I would have loved to compete with you.
Just gonna shove you off the track on a mile run.
Oh, you would destroy me on the
He's
mile.
the other one that you were looking out after.
Yeah.
What was your best mile, dude?
You don't want to know.
Really that bad? Your endurance?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really ran a full one like my hardest,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming it'll be around 7 if I tried.
Yeah, I would have crushed you.
Yeah, you would.
So you can maybe beat
What
some
was your best
13-year-olds.
mile?
525.
Wow!
I still
just
remember.
rolled-
That's the
rolled
day I
off
was
the
sick
tongue.
all day.
Oh, was it?
Rolled
I
off
go to,
the
like, the
tongue.
nurses. I
525,
texted you
guys.
guys.
525. That just it's been ingrained. It's a
I remember,
core
like, I
memory.
collapsed at the
It's a
end.
core memory
lungs
for
hurt.
Taylor. 525. 525.
No, I even remember the 11-inch V reach. I remember that. And the
His-
shuttle run, I
His
crushed
stats are
everybody.
his passwords.
I don't remember the push-ups, but
525,
all those
11
categories,
inches.
other than mile run, I set the record for the school.
Impressive.
Now it's
Did you have-